Well, we just got out of that trade. We haven't got back in, and now it looks like it's starting to break down. So I think we missed the opportunity there. I hate to just chase the market down here. I don't know how far the H period could go. I don't think it's going to go past the 68.50 area. Um, but obviously we sacrificed some trade there. That's the challenge. You know, when you have a day like today that doesn't offer much retracement. So we should have just waited for our 68s, 68 and a half, 69 area. I would imagine the market will get down there. When it gets down there, we'll see what's happening. The low is 70 right now. I think the test is successful. We're going to buy the 72s. We don't have a huge target on this trade. Maybe a rally up 3 points or so. 3 points are probably out. The range of these rotations are not very large. 5 points on average. You can do things like test your strategies up to 10 years back. So we move up to the 75, probably get out of this position. We're not going to risk position more than a couple points to the downside of it. That was an experiment with legitimate psychological underpinnings. Did that work? I don't really see how that's relevant. With Fidelity, you can trade. It'd also be a buyer at 68.50 if it got down that low. Probably be stopped out by then, but we'll see. Market's just sort of dead right now. I think I'm going to risk this trade to 69. How they see, you can see them start to hit the ask sequentially higher each price after this test of this low. Passive buying came in, and you can see some volume here on the offer. I thought for a minute that was maybe some passive selling, but I think it was accumulation, and I think we'll see the ask get up a bit. I hope it gets up to 75. It'd be nice to take 3 points. Since we don't have a big range day and we're in a tight range, 3 points times 4 contracts, 12 points, they add up. The other trades were small today. We only made combined 7 points, plus 6 points, plus 7 points. That's not very much considering we're trading 4 contracts, but that's the kind of day it's been. I thought we had an open drive day from the A period, but when the B period came back, negated that, and then we couldn't get over the 80 period with much conviction. It looked like the range was going to be small today. We limited our expectations. We'll see if we can get up to 75. Well, look at this volume. There's times that I've seen that a buildup of this volume precedes a breakout, as this is passive and this is passive and that's passive, and then all of this gets set for move up. The market makers are selling or buying positions from the retail that are selling the market, and they average their price low, and then boom, the inventory gets removed, the price runs on relatively low volume, and that's a lot of times how the market makers work. So we'll see if that seems to be the case. If this area does support the market, then when it does run, you'll see significantly less volume at most prices. You won't see each price have this significant volume. You'll see significantly less volume. And if that's the case, then I think we can get up a bit. The value area highs all the way up near the highs of the day, since we had a 4 TPO mark at the 79.80 area, C, D, E, and F period. So we'll see if we can, at least get a little bit closer to the point of control. Our volume has been decreasing here in the 70 area. We'll definitely be descending on our volume as we move forward. So we could be setting the stage for a little rally short term here. Finally, we're starting to see some activity. I thought we had it when we ticked up to 73, but see the lesser volume. They drive the offer sequentially, but it's on a lot lesser volume than where this accumulation was occurring, almost passively. Now we need to see this continue. It needs to continue, keep driving. Right now we have negative in a pullback column. So that'll dictate whether we get to 75 or not. Obviously, we need supply to be absorbed by the buyers there, and keep the bid under the market and move us up. You can see that continuation of them hitting the offer sequentially higher up to the 73s, a little bit further to go. We're right up here getting next to our target. 1700 is a little bit concerning here. We need to break through that. I think the I period could probably test the upper end of value, or at the high volume cluster at 76. That's near the upper end of value at 79, but 75, I'd like to get 75. You can see him hit the offer sequentially higher until this point. We have a little stopping point. We're about halfway through the I period. The H period high is 75. Figured we could do a double top there at 75, 75, 25. Alright, there's the 75s. Oh, we didn't stay there very long. Oh, I didn't get that price. Let's see if we can get to 75s. Yeah, we didn't get to 75. Son of a bitch. We're going to take the 74s out. 74. 74, just a couple points. 8 points combined. 75s, boys. See that? It popped 75, 25 contracts traded at 50, 485, and 131 at 75s even. So we're out. We'll look for another position, maybe not. See if we get back up to the 80 area. Or not the 80 area. See if we get up to the G period high at 76.50. That would be the next area I'd look for a short. Well, we broke out after getting out of our 72 to 74. We have the I period making a higher high than the G period up in the 77.50. I was away from the desk, so we didn't have any opportunity to do anything there. I think there's opportunity though from the 77 short. Would have been nice to get the open at this bar at 76.75 short. It's a little bit late to the game, I think, here on this trade, considering the range. I think the I period high, could be in. Get a retest, you might be able to get a 76.25 fill, 76.50 fill. Just wait to see what the market does up here. We would have waited a little longer, though. We would have got our 75s. Well, it seems that we missed that trade. Went 25, tick over the G period high. That would have been the sell, somewhere up around the 76.50 area. And the target would have been the lower cluster that we just formed in the previous period between the 71 and a quarter and 72 area. We're going to take the 75.75 short. I should say 75.50 short. It's not as good as 76.50, but 75.50. We'll see if we can get a few points on this. We're not going to risk much on these trades. Our stop is 77.50, just above the high, the I period high, and our target is 73.50. If we can pull 2 points per contract, another 8 points, that'll be sufficient. The J period just opened up. We're attempting to trade down toward the 73.50. Let's see if we can make it that. I say that low, it's 2 points away. It's not a real big request. But now that we're trading 4 contracts, these gains add up. Plus it helps me be a little more nimble, which isn't a bad thing. It's not exactly what I'm working on. Although I guess I'm working on entries, and if your target's 2 points and you're trying to be nimble in a small range market, then I guess entries are correlated with nimbleness. So we'll see if we can reach our target here. I'm not real excited about this price action. I almost got out at 75.75 for a small loss. Our stop's relatively close, so we're pulling threads here, but it looks like we're gonna hit our stop up there at 77.5. I'm real tempted to pull this trade. It didn't do what we wanted. The selling pressure dried up. Not that there's a lot of buying pressure up here either. Just back and forth. I would have thought we could at least got down to the 71 area. 73 was our target. That wasn't much to ask. Got down to 74 and a quarter, and that was it. We'll stand by here for just a little longer. Well, our stop is almost here. So let's just take the 76.75s out, take the loss, 76.75. Why wait for 77.50? 77.50 is just right above us. 76.75. Let's see if the market does hit 77.50 though. That's a 5-point loss with all the contracts. I think we're going to call it a day, and on a positive note.